Hi, and welcome to another Papetti Math YouTube video tutorial where I'm going to be teaching you Algebra 1. And in this video, we're going to continue on our study of histograms. So if you did not watch the exercise number 1 video yet, you might want to go back and watch that one before this one. Otherwise, we're set to go with exercise number 2, which says the following data represents test scores out of 100 points on the Algebra 1 midterm in Mrs. Dadalico's class. So we have, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have about 21 scores here, and it wants us to create a frequency table for the given data. So in exercise number 1, we were given a frequency table, but for this one, we're going to have to create our own. So in order to create our own, we want to first develop what we want to use for our range. So we have possible ranges of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to know what our lowest score is. I'll look through here. I see a 61. Do we see anything lower than a 61? So we go through these scores, and I don't see anything lower than a 61. So I might want my ranges to be 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and 91 to 100. And nobody got over 100, right? Yes, because it was out of 100 points. So I have 4 ranges, and it's okay if you didn't use all of the values in this table. That's okay. But what we could do is we could represent that we're going to start at 61 on our graph by putting a break in there. And then we'll put 61 to 70 here. We put 71 to 80 there, 81 to 90 there, 91 to 100 there. So this is going to be where the frequency bar for the 61 to 70 range goes, and so on for all of these ranges. So now we're going to make our table, and what I've done here is I've started off my table because now I just want to make those into lines and columns. And up here will be the frequency that it occurs. Oops. Frequency. And this will be the range. Okay, so 61 to 70 is my first range. So I'm going to look and I'm going to see how many I have 61 to 70. Between 61 and 70. Between 61 and 70, I have 1. 61 and 70. I only see 1. So I'm going to put frequency 1 there. Okay, 71 to 80. Oh, I have 1. 80 is included in the 71 to 80 range. 71 to 80, I have 2. 3, 4, 5. Looks like I have 5 values in the 71 to 80 range. Then I have 81 to 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 values in the 81 to 90 range. In 91 to 100, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And just taking a look back, I do see that I've circled all of my values, which means I've used all of the values that were given to me. That's good. I could also count up how many values are in my table. So I have 21 values. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 10 is 16. 16 plus 5 gives me 21 total values. And we counted in the beginning and saw that there was 21. So I know I used all of my values. So now to make my frequency histogram, I'm going to label my axis. Do I have 10 lines here? Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, we have a perfect amount because, again, we're going to have to make a bar up to 10, so I wanted to make sure I had 10 there. And now I can make my histogram chart by drawing 1 right here because the frequency for 61 to 70 was only 1. 71 to 80 will be up at 5. 81 to 90 will be all the way up at 10. And 91 to 100 will be back at 5. Very neat, I know. There we go. So now this is a very rough sketch of my frequency histogram here, but right away, by looking at these 21 scores, you might not see any pattern with these scores, but then by looking at the graph of the histogram, you might see, oh, well, many of the students got in the 81 to 90 range. You could also see that an equal number of students got either below an 80 or 71 to 80 or 91 to 100. So you can see that there's a normal, somewhat normal distribution of the test scores from this visual representation. Another useful tool when it comes to histograms. So if this video was helpful in order to create a frequency histogram table and graph a frequency histogram based on the table, then please give this video a like, a thumbs up down below, and you are ready to go on to exercise number 3 in our lesson on histograms.